Welcome back, everybody. Hey, I thought it might be interesting to do a Barch raid where here we have 100 archers, 100 barbarians, and as you can see, I have exactly no elixir. Sure, I could collect a little bit, but I just wanted to show you the power of starting with the Barch army. So here I've got three or so um, archers ready to go once we do our first attack. Okay, I do have a shield, but what the heck? Let's blow through it and show off how much we can get in one Barch attack, or just in one Barch session. All right, we're gonna blow the shield, and let's see what we get. 150,000. I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos, but that's not my goal. My goal is up in the 200 range. So let's move on. Let's see what we can get up in the 200,000. 80k, not that much. So now 300. But take a look at how full the storages are. This one, an 11, 10 or 11. That thing is full. That thing has 100, maybe more in it. So between 1, 2, 3, that's where all of the elixir is. So we're not even interested in this guy. We're not interested because we don't have the right troops to get in there and get at it. Um, so that storage there, he that collector, he's a reasonable level, but he doesn't have much in it. And altogether, even if all of the elixir is in the collectors, we'd only get 150. So we're not that interested. So let's move on. Let's look for something. All right. So here, when I see this, I don't see the town hall. That makes me think, hey, maybe the town hall's at the edge and I can get it for free. Well, look at that. It's a little bit too close to that cannon, and that archer probably can't see us, but the fact is there's space enough for 2 hidden Teslas. I think this is a trap. I'm going to skip it. Town hall in the middle, 80k, so there's nothing good here. We just keep moving, right? 100k, town hall in the middle, just keep moving. 100k, town hall in the middle. So no big deal. We're just looking for the right type of targets. Okay, we don't see the town hall, so let's take a look. All right, here he is on the outside. Now, we probably would have to deal with the Barbarian King. You know what? We might not have to, but it would sure ruin this video if we do have to, because we're only going to get 13 trophies. If you think about it, we'll only get 1/3 of that, so it means we'll get 4 trophies, right? Yeah, so let's skip it just for the purposes of having an interesting video for you guys to watch. 115,000, 130,000, and even if this was really high, these guys are behind a wall. That means I basically can't use my barbarians. So that would mean I'd basically be stuck with half of my troops. So that's not that interesting. Again, this one's just doesn't have enough altogether. Okay, 300k. That's plenty. Like, this could be a great base. So those look fairly empty, and those look fairly full. So that's a pretty good start. But the problem is, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 of those guys are on the outside. Any more? No. 4 of them are on the outside. 5. Doesn't he have a 6th one? Oh, there it is. 2 of them are on the inside. That would mean that we're gonna have a hard time. All right, I'm chickening out, and I'm just gonna move on because since I talked a little too much. The fact is, we couldn't have gotten it all. So some of it would have been in the storages. 60 grand. We'll find you something. Hang on a second. All right. Yeah, you can. Hopefully, you know by now. It's all there in the storage. So no reason to even. Oh, I should have seen if I could take his trophies. Okay. All right. No town hall. Let's see what we can do. There we go. That's a free 6 trophies. 18 divided by 3. So I'll just drop 4. He'll come in from the north. Let's see if there's anything else that we can get. Anything else that we can pick off. So like this guy here is way too close to that archer tower. Archer tower's too close. Everything's too close. So he's got it all very well defended. Oh, Tesla, darn it. I gotta deal with this. I usually do about 10. This is gonna be exciting. I'll put in. So I walked into a Tesla problem. This happens sometimes. So let's see whether I can get out of this with minimum amount of loss of troops. All right, so we did it. Good for us. I spent about 25 of each, maybe 30 of the fact is, all right, good for us. We got ourselves our 6. picked up a very small amount. What I'll do is I'll put these guys back to training. I'm gonna fill up on these guys because I blew through more of them than archers. But we won't wait. I won't make you guys wait. Let's take a look at what we have. So we did get up to 9,000 from that one attack, and although we're a little bit light, 88 and 67, we'll still give it a risk. All right, let's get out there and see if we can get a whale, somebody that has 200,000 just waiting on the outside. So while yes, this guy, he's got 200,000, but a significant amount of it is out here in the storages. So we're going to move on. Not enough. That's pretty good, but I don't see enough in the collectors for me to jump in there. So I'm going to skip it. All right. There. This is your cue that because that thing is so full, that means that same amount, they spread evenly by thirds. So this same amount is in here and in here. So the fact is there's nothing interesting in the collectors. 300K, but again, it's all in the storages. All right, let's take a look. I don't see the town hall yet. All right, there I see him. He's definitely covered. That town hall is definitely covered by the mortar and the archer tower. So we're going to move on. I'll look at one, maybe two more, and then we'll go back. 40 grand. All right, I'll go back to our base, which will allow us to pick up whatever troops were created while we went out looking in battle. So this lets us pick up whatever troops we. So now we're at 92, 80. So let's put a few more. Put a few more of these guys in the works, but we don't have to wait for them because we may or we may not find interesting targets. And if we don't find interesting targets, we just come back and pick them up by just ending the battle without having attacked anybody. Okay, so here we have a chance at maybe. Okay, so yeah, here we go. 24 divided by 3. That's going to give us. Someone knows the answer. It's like 8, I think. All right, so let's take a look. While those guys do their work, look at this. We can definitely pick those guys up. 1 and 2. Oh, guess we're in range of that guy. Well, let's try from over here. All right, and then let's see if there's anybody else carelessly on the outside of the defensive shell. No, looks like that's about it. All right, so we're going to pick those two up. That should give us, I don't know, maybe 10K each. We'll see. Maybe 5K each. And all the while, we wait for this thing to do its job. So yeah, this is sure is a pretty rich target, but not for our troop set. We just don't have the right troops for it. I'll drop 1 and 2. I'll spend the extra so that we can move on to the next attack sooner. And you'll see. So as you know, the town hall would have given us 1,000 of each, but at the end of this, we will. Let's see, 1,000. So it means we got about 3,000 from each of those. Collectors that we just looted. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't done any collecting from my collectors. So 21,8 is the total haul from all of our scores. So we're doing pretty well. I think we're net positive on the trophies as well. Let's see. All right, we're just about at our 100, so we don't have to really wait. I just keep going because we're really looking for some juicy targets. We could easily take this guy's dark elixir, but he only has 255, and you know what? We'd lose the trophies, and so I don't think that's worth it. 105, 54. So I don't even have to take more than a fraction of a second to decide it's nowhere near the right amount. So now this looks like it's going to be the right amount. Holy smokes, look at that. Those guys are filled to the rim. We are definitely going to take all of that. We're going to take all that gold in the top. We might go after that collector down there. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Let's see what we get. Now it's behind a wall, which is a shame. Just means that we have a little bit of work to do. But we'll do it. So we're in on this thing. I thought I already dropped something. It's funny. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that so I can get my troops to really pay attention to this area. I'm going to drop a boatload so that they get through the wall, because I want the ground troops to also participate instead of making this just an archer attack. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna. All right, so I think we're gonna get all that monkey business down there. We might miss. We might. Looks like a lot of the actions right there. I really want to get that other. Okay, good. I have guys working on that, so we're in good shape there. So let's go see if we can get some gold out of this. Looks like some pretty good dark elixir right here too. Although the Barbarian King is interested in us, which is not usually a good sign. So I'm going to put, because I'm out of archer support, I'm going to put a little bit more than normal barbarians down. What else do I have? What else can I get access to? I guess I could flood that. I could flood this one to see if I can pick up. I can probably pick up all that. Okay, so that's the end of this attack more or less. I don't have enough troops to get much else. We took all of his elixir. We took some amount of his gold. If we look around, there's one, there's two, there's three gold mines that are inside the walls, and pretty much anything inside the walls we don't have access to with this troop selection. All right, so that's the end of the attack, and look at that, 150, 300. That wasn't that hard, was it? You can push next that many times, right? Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. Have a nice day.